Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am super glad that you guys are here. Thank you all so very much for jumping on this Sunday. This is our last live market analysis for the month of May. So we are going to get into it. I already started doing a little bit of the markup, not the markup, but at least creating my list according to the system. So hopefully you all are ready to get to it. So look, let's get into our other stuff first, and then we'll get into actually marking up the charts. All right. So as you all jump on, do me a favor. There's a couple of things I want to make sure y'all do before we get into that, because I almost forgot. Number one, please give me the thumbs up. Let me know. Give me the thumbs up as soon as you jump on. Okay. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up to let people know you are here. We are live. You ready to go? Number two, let me know in the chat where you are tuning in from. So where you're watching this live or the replay, where you're watching this from. Let me know city, state, country, whatever it may be. And then also do me a favor. If you have not subscribed already, go ahead, subscribe. So that way, we can see you. We know who you are, right? We're on here. We're getting to know each other. And on top of that, hit that notification bell. If you're not part of the Prosperity Cause community, then I want to make sure that I know and that well, that when I'm going live. My bad, I just had a moment. But that when I'm going live, and you could join me every single time we're going live, okay? Whether it's this live market analysis or if you want to learn something else that I'm doing and that I am teaching people or just giving away free value on, then by all means hit that notification bell so that way you know what's going on, okay? And then that is it. If you feel like this is something of value to you or could be of value to someone else, feel free, y'all, to share. Share with somebody right now. Share with them later. Doesn't matter. Just share, share, share. All right. Now, we got that part out the way. We're going to get into our live market analysis. Friendly reminder, y'all, as I share these results and whatnot, I need y'all to know I am not a licensed financial advisor. I'm not a licensed trader. I'm a student like most of you. The only difference between you and me is that I may have a bit more experience, and of course, I may have made more money than you have as a trader. That's the only difference. Y'all could get this just like I have. You could probably surpass me. That would be awesome if you were to surpass me, because that means, hey, we did the job, right? We did the job right. So let's get into last week review. Okay, last week we analyzed 4 things. We analyzed gold. That hit our take profit 2 areas. So there were 2 areas that out of 3 that we had marked up, it hit those 2 areas in profit. US 30, that one hit take profit 3. So 3 areas that we had marked up where we were anticipating the market to go to, it hit all 3 areas. Okay. CADJPY, that one hadn't broke out of our zone. I'm actually going to show y'all the screenshots of these, or not the screenshots, but I'm going to share my screen with you all so that way you can see the charts from last week before we get into this week. So it's not like I changed something or whatever. No, if you were here last Sunday, the markups are the same. I have not touched the markups yet because I knew I was going to be live tonight. So that's why I didn't touch them yet. And then GBP CHF, that one hit take profit 2. Okay, out of the 3 that we had marked up. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what this week has in store for us. So right now, until CADJPY make up its mind what it's going to do when it breaks out of our zone, is it going to buy? Is it going to sell? We'll see. But right now, as of right now, we are 3-0. Okay, because none of them went in the opposite direction, meaning like started going and then just completely went in the opposite direction after the retracement that we're anticipating. So yeah, so we're good to go right now, 3-0 at this moment, waiting on CADJPY to make up its mind what it's gonna do. Come on, CAD, I need you to make up your mind what you're gonna do, partner. Okay, so upcoming news for this week, y'all. There are a few things that we are anticipating. Please, y'all, the stuff that I have on here on the left hand side of the screen right here, These things are considered to be like high impact news. Okay, so it's either a red folder or it's a bank holiday, which typically I suggest to people. Again, some of you are adults, so you know it's totally up to you. You're gonna do what you want to do. It's your money. But at the end of the day, me personally, I just don't trade when there's a bank holiday for that country, because there's a potential for it to be very slow. There's a potential for the market to be very choppy, consolidated, and all that. And I just don't. I'm a day trader, so I like to be in and out of the market that day. So if it's going to take forever for me to make some money, I'll pass. Okay. I'm patient, but I know what I like and what I don't like. And so knowing that there is a possibility for the market to not really move like that, and I could be stuck in trade for days, I'll pass. That's just not something I prefer to do. So anyway, so some of the economic news that's coming up, Bank of Japan governor is speaking today. I want to say that happened at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I did see that for today. That was the only news that I saw on forexfactory.com for today. The Great Britain and the U.S., they have bank holidays tomorrow. Y'all know here in the United States, we have Memorial Day. So the pairs, then the Forex market that are paired with the US dollar, y'all, if I were you, okay, I would stay away from them. I won't even be trading gold tomorrow, NAS 100, like no crypto, none of that, because the crypto that I trade is Bitcoin paired with the US dollar, Ethereum paired with the US dollar. So I'm not going to be looking at that. Tomorrow I'm going to be chilling with the family, unless the market shows something else that is viable for me to look at that is not U.S. related. Okay. U.S. consumer confidence, that is on the 28th of this week, my bad, May 28th, and then U.S. GDP. Okay, that's on May 30th as well. U.S. unemployment numbers, that comes out on May 30th too. And you have the German and Australia CPI numbers, that is released on the 28th and the 29th. And then, of course, Canada rounding us out this week with their GDP. So that's on May 31st. So though that is a lot of news that is expected to be happening. So that means plan accordingly as a trader, y'all. Red folders on Forex Factory, I personally do not trade during that time. I actually have now decided that even if it's like 3 or 4 hours prior, I just stay away, because I just don't want to get caught up. You know what I'm saying? So it's best for me. That works for me. Totally up to you to do what you do. But red folder news, even medium impact, which is orange folders on Forex Factory, I just stay away altogether. Yellow only. Okay. But y'all will see that when I go to Forex Factory here in a second. For those of you that are new to this YouTube channel. Okay. So that was it. I think I did that. Yeah, I did that. So that is it. So I'm gonna be having some people from Instagram join. Okay, so y'all are gonna hear me talking to people on Instagram. So just bear with me. All right, this is gonna be temporary because I forgot to charge my phone. So they won't be on long. I won't be on live on Instagram long. Because I forgot to charge my phone. So yeah. But anyway, so let's get to it. Let me stop sharing this for a second. How do I? There we go. Okay, cool. I almost forgot. So hopefully y'all are having a really great day. Had a really great weekend. Y'all ready for tomorrow holiday? Y'all been safe and sound. I really hope so. Okay. So let's get to this. All right. So I already have the list. Let me do this real quick. My bad, y'all. Let me just welcome everybody on Instagram and whatnot. So I already have my list for those of y'all on Instagram. Thank you so very much for jumping on. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to y'all. Please do me a favor. Let me know where you are watching this live stream from. Put your city, your state, your country, okay? And then follow along with us on here. If you want to see exactly what I'm seeing and other people are seeing on YouTube, then make sure that you join us on YouTube. Okay, Leona Clark on YouTube. You should be able to see what we're doing on YouTube. All right. So anyway, so now for y'all on YouTube, here we go. Let's go. So I already have a list. I have 12 things on my list for the pairs that are either buying or selling. Actually, everything that I have on my list is showing that it should be buying. So now I'm going to go down my list, starting with Euro USD, which is the first one. So Euro USD is supposed to be buying. So as we can see here, we have Euro USD is giving us 2 green numbers. I'm making a mess over here. Euro USD has 2 green numbers. So now we're going to put a check mark next to that. Next is Euro CHF. So I'm going to type that in here. Oops. Euro CHF. There we go. And then we're going to type that in. All right, cool. Now we have 2 green numbers. Remember, everything that I have on my list is a buy right now. So Euro CHF, I got a buy next to that. Next is Euro CAD. Uh-oh. Thought I pressed it. There we go. All right, cool. So 2 green numbers. We're good to go. Check mark next to that. Next is GBP USD. 2 green numbers. Check mark next to that. Remember, y'all, tomorrow is a bank holiday for the US dollar. So I will not be looking at this tomorrow at all. It's still going to be on the list if everything is good to go across the board. But I won't be looking at that tomorrow. Okay. GBP CHF is next. GBP CHF. So again, everything on my list is a buy right now. So there we go. So we'll put a check mark next to that. Next, GBP CAD. And then we're good to go. So check mark next to that. AUD USD is next. Friendly reminder, y'all. Bank holiday. So we would not, I personally would not be looking at anything paired with the US dollar tomorrow. Okay. AUD USD, we got 2 green numbers, so we're good to go with that. Next is going to be AUD CHF. So let's put that in here. And see if we got 2 green numbers. We do. Check mark next to that one. All right. AUD CAD is next. Remember, we have 12 currency pairs that I am putting in here. All right, good. So it looks like we got a buying Sunday right now. NZD USD, 2 green numbers, so we're good. Check mark next to that. NZD CHF is next. NZD CHF is next. And there we go. So we got a check mark next to that one. NZD CAD is the last one. And then we will move on. So I'll just show y'all real quick Forex Factory. All right, cool. There we go. Okay, so Forex Factory really fast with the news. Remember I talked to y'all about that. That's at 7:05. So that's already occurred. Tomorrow, the pound. So Great Britain and the U.S. have bank holidays. I will not be looking at trading anything paired with those 2 things. Okay. Then we have the euro. Europe, so Germany actually, they have a business climate. This is an orange folder, so medium impact, y'all, I stay away, okay? Australian dollar as well, retail sales, and the franc, they have their chairman speaking. So those 3 medium impact, I'll be staying away from tomorrow, all right? So that means come tomorrow, depending on what our list looks like, we may not, depending on what this list looks like, we may not be looking at much to trade tomorrow because there is some medium impact going on here. Okay, just depends on the time with that. So now we got that. Let's go to investing.com. So I'm going to put these 12 in the list. Okay. I'm going to put these 12 in here as my list, and then we want to see if everything is showing buy like we saw on the currency strength meter and on Forex Factory, okay? So I personally trade off of the 1 hour time frame, so that's why I'm doing my setup like I'm doing. If you are new to YouTube tonight, if you are new to me here on Instagram, thank you so very much for jumping on. Do me a favor. hit that like button, give me some hearts, whatever you feel you need to do or would like to do. And then also make sure that those of you on YouTube, you hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell as well. Let me know where you're tuning in from, where you're watching this live or the replay from, right? Whichever one. And then don't let this be your last time here, y'all, because I go live on Sundays marking up these charts, man. Okay. So I am updating my list and I'm removing stuff that is not on here. So that way I don't have too much. There we go. So I need to add 6. So I'm adding EuroCAD. Oh, shucks. EuroCAD. There we go. And that's all I do. I do those steps first. And then I look at TradingView and whatnot. So I don't do like go straight to TradingView because I don't want to overwhelm myself. And I feel like not just me, but people have also told me that I've taught this too. This helps with cutting down that anxiety and that feeling of being overwhelmed, like because you have so many options in the market when we're talking about Forex. So, just help calm you down so you have a central point of focus when you come into the market. All right, so we got all 12. So we want to see green words, green letters across the board. So let's go. Hit apply. And we got green for Euro USD. So I'm putting a check mark next to that. Green across the board for GBP USD, as you can see. So check mark next to that. We do not have green across the board for AUD USD. So I'm putting an X next to that. We have green across the board for NZD USD. So check mark next to that one. We have Euro CHF. Green across the board, so check mark next to that. And then we have green across the board for GBP CHF, so check mark. Euro CAD is all over the place, so X for Euro CAD. GBP CAD, we don't have green across the board, so X next to GBP CAD. AUD CHF, we have strong buy across the board, so check mark next to that. In AUD CAD is not buy across the board, so X next to AUD CAD. And then what else? NZD CHF, we have green across the board, so buy across the board for NZD CAD and NZD CHF. So both of those are check marks. So now what I want to see is looking at my list, which ones have check mark next to a check mark next to it twice. Okay, that's going to help me to determine if I want to continue to move forward or what I want to actually look at in the market. All right. So if y'all can do me a favor before I finish with this list and decide which ones I'm going to do, y'all let me know which is there a pair that you want me to look at specifically. All right. Okay, my bad. I'm just now seeing I had to bounce back to the screen so now I can see. So we're going to do Ethereum for my crypto people. So we're going to mark up Ethereum. And then we're going to do, since we have the US holiday tomorrow, I'm still going to do one. I may do GBP USD. Wait, was it GBP USD that was good? Yeah. I may do GBP USD and then just do some of the other ones. So I'm gonna do GBP USD, and then I'm gonna do AUD CHF because I just did GBP CHF last week. So AUD CHF and NZD CAD. Okay. Actually, I won't do AUD CHF because I think I did that recently. So I do NZD CAD and then I'm gonna do gold. There it is. All right, cool. So let's run it. So now that I have my list, I know what I'm looking for in the market. So instead of me guessing, I could just go straight into it. All right, so let's go. We're gonna go to what I said, GBP USD first. And then I'm going to mark that up. And so for those people who are new to YouTube, thank you so very much for jumping on. You're new to Instagram. Hey, y'all. Because I'm pretty sure y'all can see me in my computer screen. I do something called a top-down analysis. This is something I learned because I trade candlestick patterns. So I do this because it helps me to decide if I want to enter the market or not. I used to be like, man, should I enter right now or whatever? And then if something was reversed, I have no idea why I reversed. Well, the top-down analysis has helped me to establish if there is a potential for price to return to a certain area. So what I do is I mark the high, however high it previously went for the previous month. And then I also mark, however low it went for the previous month. Okay, so I start with the month and then I work my way down to the day doing this. Okay, so now I got my high and my low. I had to put that. There we go. I got my high and I got my low marked for the previous month. This is the current month. This is where price is at. Moving to this month. This is where it was last month. Okay, so I got my high and I got my low mark. All right. Next, I'm going to do the week. So I'm doing the same thing, y'all, just on a week. So I'm marking however high it went on the previous week. This is current week. This is previous week. I color code each time frame so I know what color represent what time frame. Okay. So now I can clone this and I'm going to do the same thing that I did on a month. So now I got my high and I got my low. Boom. Now I'm doing the same thing for the day. All right. So that color is going to be yellow. So that way I know what time frame represents what. All right. So yellow. There we go. So now my previous week low and previous day low are the same. So I'm not going to put yellow on top of blue. I just don't do that. It doesn't make sense to me. Okay. So now I have my top-down analysis. I'm looking at this previous day. I'm looking at the day, and I see that price did reverse, and it's been pushing up. So we should be seeing our buy, okay, for GBP USD after, of course, the markets open back up after the bank holiday. So we're going to do our mark up with the Fibonacci after we look at what the chart is telling us on the 4-hour. Okay, so clearly GBP USD has been buying for quite some time, since looks like 8th of May. So pretty much almost all month. We are close to our previous day high and previous week high here. This is what we're close to. So this tells me that I may not be entering a trade until after price has cleared these two areas. Okay, because these can now be considered what we call, for those of us that's been trading for a while, we call resistance. Okay, so price could hit here and then reverse, or it could slow down and consolidate. Either one, I don't want to be entering the trade when I know that I have areas of possible resistance there. So it has been buying, it pushed down, retraced a bit, and started back buying again. So now I'm going to do my fib because I have not marked this up. I don't know the last time I marked up GBP USD. So now we're going to do it. I feel like some of my lip. Okay, I guess I'm tripping. All right, so however high it went, so that's it right there. So we're going to go from here, from down here to up here. Bam. All right, and what I do, for those of you that are new to me on Instagram, thank you for joining. Appreciate you. I'm going to mark my, what I call golden zone. So that's a 50% and a 61.8%. Okay. Price likes to go there. Doesn't matter what you trade. I've noticed since doing this and being taught by the great Curtis Cobain, that price likes to come back here. Okay. It's like a magnet. So that's why I mark it up every single time. So now I'm going to do what we would call a demand zone. Okay. So this is where price may go to if and only if it pushes down past our golden zone. This is another area to pay attention to for a potential push back up into a buy. And that means that's another buying opportunity for us. So buy opportunity here, if price were to push down here, buy opportunity. If price pushes through this and come down here, possible buy opportunity. But of course, we combine that with other things, so that way we can have a bit of confluence. All right. So there we go. So I got my fib marked. I forgot to lock these because I be moving them by accident. So let me lock these on here. Okay. So now I could drop down to the 1 hour because this is the time frame that I trade on. But I'm going to just do something real quick. Let me put my vertical line on here. If this is making sense, y'all, please let me know in the chat, Instagram, and on YouTube. I just have to go back to y'all on YouTube because I can't see because I'm sharing my screen. Okay. And if you are new and you're like, Leona, oh my gosh, like what is all this you're doing? I don't understand. But guess what? I have a YouTube series called How to Know What to Trade in the Forex Market. I have parts 1 through 5 where I go through all of these steps with currency strength meter, Forex Factory, investing.com, how I do my top-down analysis, how I place my fib. All of that stuff is on there, and I go super slow, okay? So here we go, y'all. So what I'm seeing here with GBP USD, like I said, on the 4 hour, because price is so close to this previous day high and this previous week high here, I personally will be waiting for price. If the pound stays strong, I'll be waiting for price to clear both of these. So it's going to look like this. Just giving y'all a heads up. So this is what I want to see. I'm going to want to see price break through both of these. Okay. Retrace back down, at least to the week, form a new bullish candlestick pattern, and then push up. Okay. That's what I want to see. Oops. How did I do this? I thought I clicked it twice. I guess I did it. There we go. Okay. So that's what I want to see. I want to see price break through here, retrace back down, form a new bullish candlestick pattern, confirm above this previous week high here, and then go back up. Okay. If it does not do that, y'all, I will not take that trade anytime this week. Okay. I will not take the trade anytime this week. I'm going to show y'all some profit areas here in a second, but just give me a minute. All right. Now for the sell here, let's just say when the markets open back up and on Tuesday for the US dollar and of course for Great Britain as well. When the markets open back up on Tuesday, then let's just say that it turns around into a sell. The US dollar is super strong and everything is saying sell on Tuesday. Then guess what? I will be looking for a similar action. I want to see price push down. Okay, to however far down, push back up to where we are, somewhere up here, and then push down to this previous month. I keep doing this. There we go. Then push down to this previous month because guess what? This previous month high here is going to be take profit 1. This is going to be my first area to pay attention to. Oops. Y'all holding the phone for them to see this chart and type at the same time. Yeah, that's like okay. All right. So now I'm gonna clone this because now that I have my top-down analysis done, I don't know why I'm doing that. Now that I have my top-down analysis done, I can now just use this profit area, the previous week low here. Okay, I can use this and in our previous week low, I think it's the same as the day low, right? But anyway, so I could use this as my take profit too. Okay, so I have 2 profit areas for GBP USD, and then you could just look to the left of that, and I may create I would definitely create a take profit 3 area. For those of you that, depending on you, I could change it to a line chart. I can eyeball, but I teach people to change to a line chart for beginners to make it easier to see where we have our V's for a sale. Okay, so look for V's for a sale. This is going to help me to establish another profit area. Okay, so now I have that. So I got 1, 2 touches here. Cool. Got it. I'm going to change it back to candles. All right. If you're like, Leona, this is too much for me. I mean, I know how to trade a little bit. However, oops, wrong button. I know how to trade a little bit, but I don't know how to do that. What you just did with take profit. Guess what? Go to YouTube. How to know what to trade in the FOREX market, parts 1 through 5. I go super slow. Okay. That is for you guys that are new to me and how I trade. All right. Friendly reminder, if you are new, first of all, thank you so very much for jumping on. I appreciate you. Don't let this be your last time, man. I want to see you back again, okay? When we come back live on YouTube, and then also for y'all joining me on Instagram. Thank you so very much. I know y'all see me in a computer. Hey, I'm waving at you. But yeah, make sure you hit the like button, give me some hearts on Instagram, share the video if you are finding value from this. And then also for y'all on YouTube, hit that notification bell and the subscribe button. Okay, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So now for GBP USD, y'all, we have 3 take profit points for a sale. Now what I want to do is look in the past. Let me mute this for a second because that commercial is on, or ad. Now I want to look in the past to see, do I have any data to tell me where price could potentially go for a buy? On this 1 hour, I am not seeing anything. So I'm just going to go to a higher time frame. Okay. I'm going to go to the 4 hour. There we go. Dang. I'm sorry. I think I'm going to watch 4 heartbeats. I said 4. Child, 5 heartbeats. Oh my gosh, y'all! I had 2 sessions today. I taught today, the day Trading Bootcamp. So forgive me, my brain is just like, yeah. Anyway, so I got 1 here. Let's see. This looks like 2 touches here. Bam! So I got 1, 2. Okay, I'm gonna look back and see if I could find some more touches on that line. And I don't see it. So it looks like I just got those 2. So let me see if I can find another one. I don't know. I think this one might be too high for that one that I just saw on the left. Let me see. Yeah, that one too high. Let's see. Let's see, y'all. I like instrumental stuff when I'm trading, so don't mind me. We might be able to do this too. Let me see here. Bam. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's a good one right here. Now, here's the thing, y'all. When I do these profit areas, make sure that you're looking at how many pips this could be for you. Okay, because if the risk to reward is not at least 1 to 2, y'all don't take it. Okay, I would say change out your take profit area. Change it out. So instead of this being a take profit 1, if it's not giving you a risk to reward of 1 to 2, then take this to be your take profit 1 instead. Okay, so if this is not a risk to reward of 1 to 2 at least, then this can be your take profit 1 if that gives you a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. Okay, why do I want to do at least a risk to reward ratio of 1 to 2? Because we want to have a buffer. So if we take a lesson in the market, then guess what? We're not at break even, or we're not at a loss, because we have looked at having earning double what we put into the market. Okay, so like let's say you're risking, for my new people, let's say you're risking $50. Okay, so your stop loss is I'm okay with losing at $50. That's the max I'm okay with losing for one trade. Okay, cool. Well, then you should be looking to at least earn $100 in the market. Okay, at a bare minimum, because that means your risk to reward, your risk to reward is 1 to 2. You're risking $50 to gain $100. All right. So that's what we want to do. So we want to look for that. So if this take profit one here does not give you a risk to reward of 1 to 2, then guess what? You just simply erase this. It will not be 1.27813. It will be 1.27998 if that gives you a risk to reward of 1 to 2. If this one does not give you a risk to reward of 1 to 2, then guess what? This TP3 will now become your TP1 and you will input 1.28189. Okay? So that is it, y'all. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I am not a licensed trader. I'm a student like y'all, and I'm showing you guys what works for me. It is totally up to you to do your own due diligence and your own technical analysis, fundamental analysis, whatever type of analysis you do, it's on you to do that. Okay? So that is it. So GBP USD, here is your setup. There you go. All right, so Instagram, I'm gone. Y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all next time. All right, because me holding that is definitely not working. That is slowing me down big time. All right, so we got GBP USD done. Cool. Now I'm going to do NZD CAD real quick. So I should be able to do this much faster than I did the other one because now I'm not using one hand. All right, let's go. And if y'all have any questions, by all means, feel free to just jump in, type it in the chat. I'm bouncing back between my current page and on StreamYard so I can see y'all. If y'all have any questions, let me know. All right. So I got my high here. Let me do this. And then I'm doing my low. So I got my previous low. And again, y'all, if you are new while I'm doing this top-down analysis, if you're wondering, Leona, what are you doing? How are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Please go watch the series on my YouTube channel, How to Know What's Traded in the Forex Market. Okay, parts 1 through 5. That will help you out because I go super slow. And I do one thing at a time. So part 1 covers the currency strength meter. I go very slow with that. Part 2 covers Forex Factory, and then so on and so forth for my entire trading system. Okay. I also show you why and how I do the top-down analysis. I do that in slow motion. So that way you're good to go, and you should not be confused. Hopefully you're not. You should be good to go. Okay, so NZD CAD here has been buying for a while on the day. So it actually reversed down here, pushed up, pulled back a bit, and then went back into the buy. So now that means we should see a continuation for our buy. Right now it has been buying, as you can see on the 4-hour as well. See, it's not a pretty buy though. I will say that. It's definitely not a pretty buy. I'm looking at NZD CAD. You can see it pushes up, consolidates, pushes up, consolidates, and then it pushed up a little bit more, and now it's in that consolidation. So the expectation with this would be, is it going to continue to push up? Will the New Zealand dollar continue to have its strength, or is it going to push back down? So what I'm going to do, because we had consolidation here, I'm going to go to whichever one is the lowest. Looks like this is the lowest, and then I'm going to go up here. okay, for my field. So let's do this. Bam. And then price started to push down. So now I can identify my golden zone, and then I'll do my demand zone as well. I'm noticing something like each Sunday, I don't know if I'm the only one that's catching this, but we have a lot of buys on Sundays. Anybody else notice that? Let me know. Because I'm like, maybe it's just me, but I'm noticing it's like buy each Sunday. And I'm not even able to mark up like the sale on the field because it's constantly buys. So yeah, it's kind of interesting to me. All right, so cool. So I got my field marked up on the 4 hour. Now I'm gonna do my vertical line here, bam. So I know where price is at currently on the 4 hour, and I'm dropping down to the 1 hour. So I already see, like I said, on the 4 hour that NZD CAD here is very close to the week high here. So again, just like I marked with GBP USD, y'all, I'm a risky trader, but I ain't stupid, okay? so I'm going to look for NZD CAD to break out of this week high here, retrace back down to the week high somewhere, form a new bullish candlestick pattern, confirm above the week high, and then take off, okay? That's what I want to see. I'm going to look to the left after I do the marker for the sale. I'll look to the left and then see if I can find any historical data to tell me or give me an idea of where price may go. All right. So now, same thing I'm expecting for the sale too. I would expect that price will come up here if things change, during this week and everything shows a sale and it doesn't break out to the upside, but price, pushes down because Canadian dollar remains strong. But guess what? I want to see price come down, retrace back up, and then come down to my previous. This is my, oops, I did it again. There we go. Okay, and then come down here because this is going to be my take profit 1. Okay, TP1 for the sale. And then my previous month high here is going to be my TP2 for a sale. Now, when I did it, Jesus. Come on, man. There we go. All right, so now I just need to find another profitable area between the previous month high here and the previous week low. So I'm going to just move this over some. I'm going to change it to a line chart for my new people with trading. I don't need the line chart, but I know this helps y'all, so that's why I'm doing this. Bam. Okay, so I got 1. That's almost 1. So I got 1, 2, 3. So these are areas of support. Okay. And then it was resistance at one point, and then it was support again back here. So this is a lot of action right here. So this is definitely a good take profit 3 area. Okay. So I can change this back to a candle. Bam. So clone, and then put this down here. Okay, and if you have any questions, please, y'all, feel free. Drop it in the chat. If you're watching live, if you're watching replay, drop it in the comments. Okay? So, yeah, so here we go. So we got take profit 3. And then if you want to do it for y'all, you can make this for the previous week low here. That could be 4. Okay? And then that way you're good to go. You got 4 areas where price could potentially go depending on the strength of the Canadian dollar. All right. Now let's look in history. All right. So looks like we're going to have to do the same thing. Go to the 4 hour. I want to see if there are areas above this previous week high to tell me, or at least give me an idea where price, could go. So we got this area here back in December. So doesn't look like much much room to go. But this is 3. So we got 1, 2, 3. That's one take profit point. Let's see if I can find another one. Okay, so we got one here. Okay, this is another one. Let me see. Let me mute this real quick. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna do this and then see if I have more touches with this. Oh, see, that's why I should have locked it. I should have locked it. Let me lock it after I do this time. Let me lock it. That's why I learned to lock it, because if not, when I'm moving back and forth, I end up moving the lines by accident. Okay, so that's one. Not really much action on that one. But what if I move it down here? No, same thing. That's just one. So I would need to move up. Look like that would be, yeah, that's it. So we got 1 here. This one broke through it. 2, support. And then 3 for resistance again. And then it just kept touching it. So that's a good one. All right, so we got at least two areas here for a potential take profit for a buy. So let me lock that so I don't forget. All right, cool. So I'm going to drop it down to the 1 hour. Change it back to candles. There we go. So now we have potential take profit areas for the buy and for the sale for NZD-CAD. Let me unmute this now, so we should be back. There we go. So like I said earlier, y'all, with GBP USD, if you find that your risk to reward is not a 1 to 2 at a bare minimum, y'all, because you want to have that buffer. If you take a lesson in the market, you want to be able to say, okay, I took a lesson, but I'm still ending the day. I'm still ending the week. I'm still ending the month in profit. Okay, because my risk to reward ratio, I'm risking, $100 for $200, or $100 for $300. Okay, at a bare minimum, y'all, you want to do at least 1 to 2. Don't be doing one-on-ones, y'all. Please don't do it. Okay. All right. NZD-CAD. There we go. So we got GBP USD. We got NZD-CAD marked, and now we're gonna do Ethereum. And then y'all know, oops, I'm so used to doing Bitcoin, y'all. So my bad. My bad. Yeah. I'm gonna do Ethereum, and then I'm gonna save gold for last. All right. Gold is gonna be last. Okay, so let me remove this over here, back testing and stuff. All right, so I got my previous month high here. And y'all, just again, for those who are just jumping on, thank you so very much for jumping on. I appreciate y'all, man. Come back again. My next live, make sure y'all are here. Don't just disappear after you've shown up one time. I need you to come back, okay? And then bring somebody with you that is curious or is currently trading but not having as much success in the market as they would like. They may learn something here that may unlock something for them that they did not realize that could help them. Oh my gosh, this is like really kicking my butt right now. Like, it's not, for whatever reason, it's just not. There we go. Golly. Like, why it take so long? Okay, so there we go for that. Oh man, I probably should have just went on it. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna delete this because this is definitely old here. I'm keeping the one at the bottom. There's a reason for that. So don't mind the one at the bottom. Let me leave that alone. Okay. So for those of you that are new though to me, listen, I trade the way I trade because I have learned. I'm on the wrong week, Lord. Come on, man. I told you I had them 2 sessions today. So my brain is like, but we're gonna get through it. I appreciate y'all patience with me too. But yeah, so I trade the way I trade, I mark up the way I mark up because I have learned what works for me. And of course, in a lot of trial and error with trading, these things have helped me out tremendously. All right. So y'all, we see with Ethereum on the previous week, price had been going up. As you can see, it pulled back greatly on the week, but it's pushing back up to this previous all-time high over here. So let's go see if the day is showing the same thing. I'm going to mark the previous day high. Oh, it was already there. And the previous day low is the same as the previous month high. So I'm not doing a yellow line on top of it. I'm going to just leave this where it is. Okay. So bam, I'm locking them so that way I don't accidentally move them because I know I have a tendency to do that. And I could delete this too. I'm leaving that because there's a reason for me leaving that. All right, cool. So the day doesn't look as good as the week did. It's actually looking like, let's see. So it had been moving up, and then this is like a slow push down, consolidated, and then broke out of that consolidation big time here. And now it's pushing back up to that high for the week. So let's go. Let's go down to the 4 hour, y'all. So just like I said, okay. So this is our third one that we're marking up right now. They're all at previous week highs or close to those previous week highs. And then this is the only one that has broke the previous day high and closer to the previous week. So same thing like I said earlier, y'all, I'm not taking no trade unless it has broke through here, retraces back to this previous week high, and then form a bullish candlestick pattern and confirms above this previous week high, then I could take the trade for a buy. Okay. Ethereum had already hit 4,000 something, so I know I got some room to go. Okay. And I could just simply look back in time on that. All right. So I already know that. So let me delete this real quick. I'm going to do a new fib here for this, just for trading purposes. So let's go down here. Looks like, so all of these, the lows are pretty similar. So let's go from here to this high that happened here. Bam. All right, bet. So now we got that. Then I'm identifying my 5618 zone. If y'all have any questions, feel free to drop it in the chat. If you're watching live, if you're watching a replay, type your question or comment in the comments. All right. And that way I can answer you. I do my best to come back to my YouTube channel because my days throughout the week are typically busy. But I do make it a point to come back and comment. Okay. So if you have a question or a comment, feel free to drop it in the comments if you're watching the replay. All right. There we go. Okay. So I got my field placed. I got my 5618 zone, my golden zone identified. I got my demand zone identified to trade. And now I'm just going to do my vertical line to see what we got when we get down here to the 1 hour. So we already know, excuse me. Like I said, on the 4 hour, what I want to see for a buy is I want to see price break above here, retrace back down to the week, and then break to the upside. Okay. That's what I want to see. I'm not going to take it if it just breaks. No, I want to see a retracement. Now, I'm going to give y'all a heads up. For those of you that are not familiar with trading cryptocurrency, there are going to be times where the trade will just take off without you. Okay. So it may not always retrace. Don't sit here and be like, oh, man, I got to get in. Listen, just let the thing do what it do. Okay. Catch you next time. Seriously. You don't want to be that person. Crypto is not the place to be impatient. Crypto is not the place as far as trading goes. Crypto is not the place to be that person that's like, oh, I got FOMO. You will get your head knocked off in crypto. Seriously, you will blow your account so fast if you have that type of mentality. Patience with crypto is imperative. Like, to even be profitable. Like, period. I don't care if you stay in profit $10 per week. I don't care. Like, seriously. Patience here is really going to pay. If you are impatient, you will lose big. And I ain't talking about no couple $100. I'm talking tens of thousands of dollars could be gone down the drain if you are impatient, and especially if you don't have a trading plan. Okay? So, no, ma'am, no, sir. Do not do it. Okay? So, because we have our day high here, I want to make sure that price breaks here, retraces back up to this day high, and then come down. And this previous month high here is gonna be my take profit one for a sale. Okay, so this is TP1 for a sale. There we go. And then I'm gonna have to establish another one because I don't see much. I don't see anything in between the previous month high here and this 5618 zone. So that means I need to look to the left here and then see what area has the most activity. So I'm looking for my V's, my valleys, y'all. How many times does price touch in this area? So we got one V, one valley here, two. So that's two areas of support, and then three. So that's three touches in one area. For support to be strong, you need at least two. The more touches you have, the stronger the possibility or the stronger that support will be. So we got three, and it was resistance too. So that's four touches. So that's going to be a good take profit too. Okay. Bam. Let me clone this, and then we put that down here. Ah, shucks. There we go. Okay. All right. So on the 1 hour, I don't see anything else between these two. Let me lock this too, because I've been touched it by accident. I don't see anything else besides this one right here. So I'm gonna go to the 4 hour real quick, y'all, and see if I can find another one in between these two. And I do see over here. There we go. We got some action here. So again, for those of you that are not familiar with how I trade, if you find yourself like, I can't find anything on the 1 hour, go to a higher time frame, y'all. It's okay. You don't have to stay where you are. Okay, you don't have to stay at the 1 hour. So I see I got one support back here, and then it turns into resistance. It kind of, runs through it, and then it's resistance, resistance, resistance. But I'm not seeing, see, Okay, so I got, wait, where it go? I'm trying to touch this here. So I got 1, 2, that's resistance. So that's 3 touches. I mean, this one has way more up here. The only thing is it's more resistance than it is support. So I'm going to keep this because I don't really see nothing else higher than that. So I'm going to keep this. So now we have 3 take profit points for the sale for Ethereum. Let me change back to candles. And then I'm going to do the same thing for, I'm going to have to keep it on the 4 hour because I got to do the same thing for the buy because I already know there's nothing on here on the 1 hour for the buy. So I got to look at it on the 4 hour, probably higher depending on what I see. Okay, so I see this right here for my new people. You may not be able to eyeball with the candlesticks, so it's okay. Each one of these look like one unless, hold on. Yeah, Each one of these look like one. So let me go back some more. And oh, this was a high. So no, I won't see anything else. So listen, y'all, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not saying this to scare you or nothing. Okay. However, because Ethereum has hit a few all-time highs this year, this is a bit of a riskier trade. And I would suggest that you do something called a trailing stop. Okay. Meaning, I'm gonna give y'all an example. Let me just put this on here. Let me go to the 1 hour, and then I'm gonna type the take profit 1 for buy. Okay. So TP1 for, oops, I gotta slow down for buy. I'm trying to hurry up, y'all, because it's already 10 o'clock Central Standard Time. Okay. So like, let's just say hypothetically, price is already up here, and then my stop loss, meaning my safety net for people who are new to trading in a foreign exchange market. Let's say my safety net is going to be under here. Red means stop, so that's why I make my colors the colors I do. Green means money. Green means go. So there we go. So my take profit is here. My stop loss is here. Right? Okay, cool. So let's just say price does get close to my take profit 1 for this buy, but the momentum is really there. It's like it's a large candle is still going super high. Well, if I say, hey, I want to take the chance of price coming back up here, or price coming up here, right? So if I want to take that chance of price just continuing to go up, because I'm like Ethereum, just for those of you that don't know, they approve here in the United States for people to trade the Ethereum ETFs. So that means in the stock market, you can buy into Ethereum without actually owning Ethereum, without the, having custody of it and all of that stuff, like having to keep track of your seed phrases, everything like that, right? So let's just say, Ethereum does start to push up and it ends up coming close to these areas and stuff. So you're like, man, the momentum is there. I really want to ride that wave up. You can do something called a trailing stop, meaning you need to move your stop loss from here up. Okay. So now as price is pushing up and it's passing your take profit 1 area, you're going to change your numbers in your broker account from 4044.84. You're going to change it from that to, let's say, 4,200. Okay. So if you change to 4,200 and now you're expecting price to continue to push up, so your next area you're looking at is 4,200. Well, then guess what? You move your stop loss up. Okay. So you'll be trailing it however many pips, however many points you decide. Okay. Normally I go off of what the left side tells me, but because we have all-time highs with Ethereum, I really can't gauge that, especially on the 1 hour. So I would say, hey, look, trail it 10 pips at a time, 20 pips at a time. That's up to you. Every trader is different. Okay. You just got to do what works for you. All right. So that is a strategy that you can use to help you to continue to make money and not just cut yourself out of a trade because you have an established take profit point that you want price to go to. Okay. So if you want to learn more with me, okay, then guess what? We have some stuff going on that you're going to learn about here in a second. So that is Ethereum. That's your market for Ethereum. Because we have an all-time high, y'all, I can't give you another take profit point. Okay. Not a different size one. I think the next one was a little bit higher than this, so you can just bump it up a little bit if you want to. But again, this is it for right now. All right. So Ethereum is now done. So we have 3 complete. Last one, y'all, go. I'm going to be fast because we're still in the same month. So all I got to do is change the week and the day, high and low. Oh, and since I'm already on here, before I change this, y'all, I want y'all to see this markup. I don't want nobody saying, oh, Leona switched it up on us, blah, blah, blah. No. What I said was, what I want to see on Sunday, I said I want to see the price breaks, comes up, retraces down, and then takes off if it's going to buy. It did not push back up and form my bullish candlestick pattern. So guess what I did? Y'all, I sold gold because I knew it's an all-time high. And on average, okay, the percentage is higher for once gold hits an all-time high, it starts to sell. Okay, so I told y'all I wanted to see a sale, and then I had a take profit one. That's what I messed up. I did make this my take profit one, but I did change my day. I had to move my day because I was, trading go, and so I had to update my day, high and low and whatnot. But I did have a take profit one. I want to say this was the take profit one. And then this is the take profit 2, and this is take profit 3. So gold did hit take profit 2, as you can see, which is my previous week low that I had. This hit my take profit 2. So there you go. It's not me making nothing up. Y'all see it for yourself with your own 2 eyes, and then I'll show y'all the other ones from last Sunday as well once I knock out gold. All right, so let me delete this stuff before I move on. Because I know it's somebody that's like, well, how do we know if you come back and you watch the replays or just, fast forward to when I mark this stuff up, you can actually see that, okay? Like, seriously. And then you'll be like, oh, yeah, she right. Yeah, she said that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did. But thank you. Thank you. All right, cool. So let me delete this. And now let's do update the week. Devin says, do the boot camp, do the next boot camp, y'all. It has opened my eyes in the world of trading so much. She is an amazing teacher and teaches very thoroughly. Well, thank you so very much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I do my best, y'all. I just want y'all to win, Seriously, I want people to win. Because I know what it's like to not have the right type of information. I know what it's like to be taught wrong, flat out wrong. As a beginner, I was sharing it earlier on my the session this afternoon for the day trading bootcamp. Well, I say this evening, the one that was held at 6 p.m. Central, and I was telling them like how this dude just sure enough led us astray, and I don't think it was an intentional thing. It was just what was working for him. He figured it would work for everyone else, but not realizing that he's been trading for a while and kind of giving new people that type of guidance that he gave was definitely horrible. Horrible. I'm gonna give y'all what it is while I'm doing this top-down analysis real quick. So back in like 2018, 2019 time frame or whatever, I was part of this real small trading group, right? And this guy was like, yeah, I've been trading for 2 years, whatever, 2 years to change. I don't really remember. I know he said 2 years. But anyway, so yeah, he was like, yeah, I've been trading for 2 years, blah, blah, blah. And he said, man, I'm making a killing trading the news. So we all sitting here like, what you mean trading the news? Like, what do you mean by that? So he's like, yeah, I wait until the news is happening, like some high impact news is happening. And then I enter the trade. Like if it's buying, I buy. If it's selling, I sell. Y'all, that is horrible advice to give to any new person to trading. Here's why. Because my butt sat here and said, oh, he making a killing? In my mind, I'm like, yeah, this is about to be it. So let me do it. Well, let me rephrase that. Hold on. So my first trade, I made over $200. But that was kind of like, I would say that was luck, and that was bad for me because in my mind at that time, I was like, man, I'm about to get this. Like, this is it. I'm about to make my first meal this year. Wrong. The next time I did it, I lost all that money that I had made from the market and some. And it kind of like was like back and forth. So I win, then I lose. I win, then I lose. Yada yada, whatever. And it just messed me up like big time because I ended up blowing my account, y'all. I lost my money. I had to re-up. Like I had to put more money into my broker account. I didn't have to, but I did because I lost all of it. Here's the reason why I'm sharing it with y'all. You got to be real careful about who you allow to teach you anything pertaining to trading. That's why I like doing these live. And it's free because now you get to see if my teaching style makes sense to you. And also you get to practice this for free. And then if you're like, oh, when I mark up like Leona do, it makes sense. And the trades are going in that direction more times than it's not going in that direction. So my trades appear to be hitting their profit areas a higher percentage of the time than it did when I used to do whatever I was doing. If that's happening for you, that means that, yeah, I might be the teacher for you. If it doesn't happen for you, or if it's not making sense, I may not be the teacher for you. And that's okay. Seriously, y'all, I need y'all to be okay with, everybody is not going to be for you. It's perfectly fine if everyone is not, if I'm not for you. Don't feel like obligated to have to, like trade with me because somebody suggested or whatever. That's not a requirement. Okay? It's really not. But me hearing that and doing that, I'm telling y'all, I learned that not everybody I should listen to everybody, first of all. And the second of all, not every strategy works for me. Most definitely. And on top of that, I learned that I needed to have a plan. And also I needed to learn what my risk tolerance was because like I was just out there, y'all. Like I shouldn't have been in my life doing that. That wasn't that guy's fault. That was my fault because I should have just went and did what he was talking about he did. I should have did that in my demo account and I did it. So that wasn't his fault. That was all my fault. You know what I'm saying? But I will say the advice given wasn't wise for new people. So yeah. So there. So since gold has been selling, as you can see on the 4-hour, I will be looking for price to, if it was to buy, potentially come up here and then come back down. That's the whole point of this. As a matter of fact, hold on. Let me change this so that way y'all can see. There we go. So starting at a different point. There we go. So what I would expect, because gold has been selling for a while, this is what I would expect. I would expect for if gold is going to buy, that it will buy and then it may slow down here. So it may completely reverse and push back down into a sell, or it may consolidate in this area, or it may just blow through it. Those are three things that can happen right now. Okay, well, this week with gold, here with this. Okay, it could break through here, come up, consolidate, or reverse altogether and push back down, or just blow straight through it and keep going up. Okay, so that's what I'll be looking at for that with gold. And then let me drop down to the hour, y'all, since now we have the 4-hour mark with the field. So this is a good amount of space, y'all. This is a lot of money. There's a lot of money for gold, man. I'm telling you, shoot, that's a lot. So what I would like to see, I'm going to just do my line, right? My arrow. So I want to see price push up, retrace back down to this day, and then bam, come up here. Okay? That's what I want to see. If it's going to buy. Okay? So my take profit one will be here. Not for sale. For buy. My bad. TP1 for the buy. The top of this zone will be TP2. Okay? Again, y'all calculate the pips on this. You can calculate the pips on this. You'll be like, oh my gosh, Leona, yes. Absolutely. There's a lot. Now, listen, price could, let me look at this to the left. Hold on one second, y'all. It might, let me look a little further. Hold on. I'm going to do a line real quick. Because it might Oh no, I thought it was gonna be, this was the same area as this one. Let me see something real quick. I'm trying to hurry up, y'all, because I know it's late. Okay. So we got two here. Okay, I'm gonna switch this, y'all, because price could come here before going. Yeah. Price could come here before hitting here. So this is gonna be TP1 for the buy. Let me lock this so that way I don't knock it out the way or accident. TP2 is inside my 5618, and then TP3 is at the top for a buy. Now, price keep going up, y'all. Listen, all you need to do is just look at the supply zone here. That could be take profit for your previous month high, or the top of this supply zone. That could be your take profit 5. Okay, either one is perfectly fine. All right. My nephew said I'm ready for Wednesday. Can't come fast enough, man. I'm ready. I'm ready to go to Belgium. I'm so excited. I'm more excited. I think this time I'm more excited because I got family going with me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm able to bring some people that's gonna bring value too. So I think that's why I'm really excited this time around. Like the first time I was super excited because that was my first time going, but this time I'm like, yeah, I'm like really excited because I got family coming with me, so it's gonna be super dope, and we get to travel too while we there, not just going for the event. So yeah. All right. So with gold and a potential sale, right? Again, it's just like up here. I want to see price push down, retrace back up, and then come down to this previous week low here. Okay, that's gonna be my take profit 1. This being a take profit 1 for a sale will all depend on risk to reward though, because it depends on where price comes after coming up here. Okay, so let's say it does come up a bit, it closes above here, but then it pushes back down and it forms a bearish candlestick pattern above here, but it closes below here. You can either wait for it to retrace back up to the day, okay, and then come down, or you can take the aggressive approach and then take the sell right out the bat. Okay, that's totally up to you. I'm gonna tell y'all now, I'm pretty conservative, even though I'm risky. I'm like conservative risky. All right, I don't just, I've learned to be more patient in the market. And since these buys are gone, I could delete all this because these are gone. Prices blown through those. Okay, cool. So that previous month, look at this. Previous month low is way down here. Jesus. So I gotta find an area so I can have another take profit point. So it looks like this is it. I'm gonna change to a line chart for y'all, my new folks. Okay, new to trading. So it's easier to find your V's, your valleys. So I'm gonna do this one first and see. So I got 1. This came close. 2. This one broke through it, and then it was resistance. So this one has a lot of activity. So I'm gonna make this my second one, and then we're gonna do one more. Trying to get down here. Nope, that's not a good one. Let me see if I can find. That has one. Wait. So one supports my V, my valley, but then it has one. That one isn't touching. So 2. Okay, so it has more touches back here. Cool. All right, so now we got at least 2 take profit. My bad, 3 take profit points for a sale for gold. And then once I do this, y'all, I'm gonna show y'all those trades from last Sunday, and then that way the markups form. So y'all can see I'm not making it up, okay? Because I know how this is social media. I get it. Everybody claim to be, you know, a guru or really great at something, but they can't show you historically what has been done. So I got it. All right. Trust me, I get it, y'all. I don't been scammed before in different markets. So I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. Trust me, I get it. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Okay, so here's the markup for gold. The expectation is if it's gonna buy, it needs to break this previous high here for the day, right? Yeah, this previous day high here. If it's gonna sell, we would need to see price push down, retrace back up to wherever it confirms for the bearish candlestick pattern, and then form a new bearish candlestick pattern, come down. If the risk to reward is not there for this one as a take profit one, then guess what? Just make this your take profit one. Your risk to reward should be there for this one, okay? It definitely should be there for this one, okay? All right, so now we got 4. Let me just show y'all GBP CHF from last week. So y'all are not like, oh, Leona, you making it up. No, the heck I'm not. Okay. So it got close to our take profit 3, as you can see, but it didn't quite hit it. So that's why I said it hit take profit 2. Okay. It hit that a lot. All right. It blew straight through take profit 1 and definitely just kept hitting the take profit 2 over and over again. Okay. Remember what I said with GBP CHF? I wanted to see price push up, push back down, and then form a new bullish candlestick pattern and confirm above the previous week high here. And then that's when you can look at taking it for the buy. This will be your take profit 1. And that's what happened here. Okay. And then US 30. I'm going to show y'all US 30 from last week. Okay, real quick. With gold, if it breaks and presents a setup tomorrow, you will still wait until Tuesday since the holiday. Absolutely. I'm not trading any US pairs, any US indices, none of that. Anything paired with the US dollar, I'm not trading it tomorrow. I'm not even looking at it, to be honest. Especially since I'm marking up stuff tonight, I won't be looking at it. US 30. Again, we were talking about for a buy. Because it was an all-time high, I was like, yo, it has to push up, push back down to retest or retrace, and then form a bullish candlestick pattern. Again, because it was an all-time high, I already said I was not looking for a buy. I just wasn't. Typically, when things hit all-time highs, it's going to sell. Okay? I'd rather patiently wait for a sale and make more money than be penny pinching for a buy. You know, because I don't know how high it's going to go because it's hitting all-time high. So that's just me. Everyone trades differently. So totally up to you what you do with your money. But we had our sale marked, and it went through all 3 of them and kept going. And almost came down here to my 5618 zone. So, yeah, needless to say, Dow Jones definitely dropped in price last week massively. All right. So those are that, and CADJPY, my bad, last one. And then we're going to close this out, y'all, because it's almost 10:30, so I'm going to be very fast. Remember what I said? I want to see with this. Let me just make this a little bit smaller so y'all can kind of see what I'm looking at, what I was looking at when I marked this on last Sunday. What I said is because it was getting close to the previous week high and the pips for this, I wanted for CADJPY to break above this previous week high, retrace, form a new bullish candlestick pattern, and then push back up. That's when I would consider taking it for a buy. If it doesn't do that, I'm not taking it for a buy. For the sale, I wanted it because, again, risk to reward, y'all. I'm all about risk to reward. If I was to do from here to here, that's not a great risk to reward for me. That's like a waste of my time for me to enter that trade, right? So I would wait for a price to break this previous day low from last week, pull back up, and then form a new bearish candlestick pattern and push down. It didn't do either one of them. It's just been staying in between both of these. So therefore, I couldn't enter a trade with CADJPY. So that's why I said until it makes a decision on if it's going to clearly buy or sell, there's nothing I can do with CADJPY. Okay? So right now, y'all, same thing. It hasn't decided if it's really going to buy or if it's really going to sell. It got to break out of this area here, and it's got to break out of here. One of the two. It's got to break out of one of these two. This is like a neutral area. Okay? It keeps coming back, and then it bounces back up. It'll come here, and then it'll come down a little bit. But it has not broke completely to sell. It hasn't broke completely for a buy. So there's nothing I can do with CADJPY. Okay? So hopefully that helps y'all when it comes to this. You now have 4 things that you can look at this week. Okay? Remember, y'all, anything paired with the US dollar right now, me personally, I will not be looking at it to trade tomorrow because it is a bank holiday, as well as the British pound. Y'all remember, they have a holiday as well, bank holiday as well. So if I were you, GBP USD, because I did call it out, I would not look at that until Tuesday. So y'all mark that up if you want to. You can mark it up for Tuesday. But I definitely would not be doing that. Okay. So a couple of things, upcoming events, y'all, and then we're going to wrap this up. Thank you all so very much for jumping on. I really appreciate y'all for jumping on here live or replay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't forget to give me that thumbs up if this was of value to you, if it made sense. Comment what made sense to you, what you liked about it. If you did like anything about it, also make sure you share this video with someone who is struggling right now with trading. If they have been trading for a while and they're not consistently profitable, trust me, something that I say may make sense. This is not to say they will start working with me. This is just to help them to figure out what is broken with their system, okay? Because that's what I did, and I definitely thank the people who helped me to fix what was broken with mine. So, and then also hit that notification bell and subscribe if you have not subscribed already, all right? So look, y'all, a couple of upcoming events. We do still have the Memorial Day sale going on. For those of you that are not aware and not following me on social media, what are you waiting on? Follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook, TikTok, all that good stuff, okay? I always share value on all of my social media platforms. So we are doing a Memorial Day sale. That's going to end tomorrow, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You're getting between 15 to 40% off of some of my products when it programs, I should say, to help people with trading. The Day Trading 101, that is the 30-day self-paced trading education program. Listen, y'all, if you just want the basics of trading and like you're very curious, instead of paying $99, y'all, you're paying $39.99. I mean, that's a Starbucks trip for me. You know, if I'm buying myself, my husband, and the kid, her cake pop or whatever, listen, that's a Starbucks trip for me. I'm not telling you what to do with your money, but if you're curious, if you don't want to pay more money, if you don't want to pay a few $100s or some thousands of dollars to learn or to see if this is something for you, you know what I'm saying, that you can learn with me anyway, then just do the Day Trading 101, okay? $39. That ends, though, y'all, 11:59 p.m. tomorrow. It's standard time, okay? Also, we have a trading workshop coming up. This will be the first one that I'm doing where it's like super hands-on. It's a 4-day workshop. So you're going to get a workbook. 4 days, like I said, is going over some of the basics. I'll give you a lot of stuff pertaining to trading psychology, compounding, some wealth building principles that you can apply when it comes to trading, like a little bit of stuff. So it's going to be a little bit different. I'm not going to say a little bit. It's going to be different from the 90-day Trading Bootcamp because it is 4 days. So it's going to be a lot of information packed into 4 days. All right. So right now, you're going to be able to get it for $97 for the general admission and then $297 for VIP. VIP, you're just going to be able to you're going to be able to do a Q&A with me 1 hour before the session begins. That will start on the 11th. Okay, so the 11th, the 13th, and the 14th, we'll do our Q&A 1 hour before the session begins. And then you'll also get access to the recordings. There will be 2 sessions per day as well. So y'all just scan the QR code on here. You'll get more information about the trading workshop if that's something you want to sign up for and get the discounted price because, listen, Memorial Day weekend, this is it. After Memorial Day weekend, the price goes up to $297 for general admission, $497 for VIP. I'm just saying. So you might want to get the sale, okay? Also, payment plans are available for everybody too. And then lastly, I mentioned this last Sunday, but I want to reiterate it. So for the Memorial Day weekend, the sale, the one-to-one intensive trading bootcamp that I have put together, that is very personalized. So like I'm going to be sitting down with you and figuring out what it is you know or don't know about trading, and then what have you tried already, kind of giving you a personalized experience, live one-to-one, and it's going to be according to your schedule because you'll be able to pick the days and times that we have our trading sessions, and that's going to be over a 6-week period. Okay, so you can choose between 2 hours and 4 hours, and the prices are in there. When you scan the QR code, you'll be able to see what the prices are. Okay, as well. That's not cheap for some people. For some people, it is cheap. So it just depends on your pockets. All right. If you really want that one-on-one experience, trust me, it's well worth it. You can also do a payment plan on that. And then this weekend coming up, this Saturday coming up, if you are going to be in the Belgium area, if you're in Europe, somewhere close to Belgium, man, y'all come through. I'm really excited because we have the Matrix event. I got 2 special guests, like I mentioned on Saturday, last Sunday, that's coming through. They're going to be adding value to talking about stocks on top of me talking about trading in the foreign exchange market. So y'all, it's going to be so fun. I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to that. Come through, join us on that. And like I said, that day trading workshop starts June 10th. Okay, June 10th, 11th, we take a break on the 12th, and then come back on 13th and 14th to close it out. Okay, with the live hands-on demonstrations and whatnot. Okay, so that is it, y'all. I'm really, really excited. Thank you all so very much for jumping on here. Our next live market analysis will be June 9th. Okay, when I come back from Belgium, that following Sunday, we will be live back here on YouTube. So we'll have our record for May. Y'all be able to see what our record is going to be for May, and then we'll be starting a new I guess we'll be keeping track again for a new month for June. So remember, y'all, while I'm doing these day trading boot camps, the 90-day trading boot camp, I'm only going live on here twice a month because, as you can see, with me doing 2 sessions today, the second session went a little longer than I anticipated, and my brain is fried. So that's why I'm like, I can't do 4 days, 4 weeks of these sessions. I won't be able to do it. My brain, I need a break. My brain needs a break. So we'll be back June 9th, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. Make sure y'all like the video, share the video, comment what you like, and then also hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you can be back here with me on our next Sunday live market analysis. So that is it, y'all. I appreciate you. Thank you so very much. I'll see y'all next time. Y'all have a good night. Bye, y'all.